The adorable kitten loved to play with her toy car. Her mom told her it was time to visit Grandma's house. Excited kitten hopped into the car with her mom. As they drove, the kitten felt thirsty and asked her mom for some water. Mom spotted a small shop near a railway track and decided to stop. She told kitten to stay put while she quickly bought a water bottle. Curious and adventurous, kitten climbed into the driver's seat and accidentally started the car. To her horror, the car began to move towards the railway track just as a train was approaching. Despite the loud horn and screeching brakes, the car collided with the train. People nearby rushed to the scene and quickly called for help. The kitten was taken to the hospital, but despite the doctor's best efforts, she didn't survive the accident. Mom was heartbroken. She remembered kitten's playful spirit and the love she shared with her mom. Angry dog shouted, "How dare you touch my laptop? You have no right to touch it." The kitten apologized profusely for the mistake. The dog then yelled, "Now clean your dirty footprints." Taking the laptop, the dog said, "Goodbye, honey. I have to go to work." The dog's wife, wearing flashy makeup, replied, "Okay, honey, see you soon." She then called, "Servant kitten, come here quickly." The kitten ran upstairs but slipped and was injured. Despite being in pain, the kitten quickly got up to listen to the dog's wife. She pointed to the window and said, "Why are those windows so dirty? Clean them now, servant." The kitten grabbed a towel and started wiping the window diligently. Suddenly, the dog's wife angrily shouted, "Stop wasting all day cleaning those windows. Go clean everything else." The sad kitten wiped away tears and quietly continued cleaning the house. While cooking in the kitchen, the kitten remembered fond memories with his father before he accidentally stayed away from home. Lost in these thoughts, the kitten burned the food. Just then, the dog came home from work and immediately scolded the kitten severely. Unable to control himself, the kitten argued back with the angry dog. The dog forced the kitten to throw away all the food he had just cooked. While pouring the food away, the kitten remembered his father's words, "You must help those in need." Being kind-hearted, the kitten gave all the food to the cats wandering on the street. As the dog drove by, the kitten happily raised his hand to greet him. The dog was scolding the kitten when a luxury car passed by. It turned out to be the kitten's father. Recognizing him, the kitten chased the car, calling out, "Dad! Dad!" The car stopped at the house, and the father cat and the kitten hugged each other warmly after a long separation. The dog tried to explain and flatter the kitten, but the kitten told his father all the terrible things the dog and his wife had done. Dad cat was very angry and drove to the dog's house to clarify everything. The father cat angrily looked at the kitten's shabby place and talked to the dog, but the dog's wife ferociously cursed the kitten's father. Dad cat decided to call the police so that the dog couple would pay for their evil. The kitten was lounging on the couch, watching TV. His favorite show, Kitty Chef, was on, and today, the chef was making a delicious cake. Kitten watched intently, his eyes wide with excitement. Inspired by the show, the kitten decided he would make a cake to surprise his mother. He scampered off to the kitchen. He pulled out flour, sugar, eggs, and all the ingredients he could find. The kitten climbed onto the counter, knocking over a bag of flour in the process. It puffed up into a white cloud, covering everything in sight. Undeterred, the kitten continued mixing and stirring, creating an even bigger mess. There were eggshells on the floor, sugar sprinkled everywhere, and batter splattered on the walls. But Kitten was focused on his goal, making the perfect cake for his mother. After what felt like hours, the cake was finally in the oven. Just then, he heard the front door open. His mother was home. She walked into the kitchen and gasped at the sight. Flour, sugar, and batter were everywhere. But then she noticed the cake, beautifully decorated and sitting on the counter. Whiskers looked up at her with hopeful eyes. Surprise, Mom! I made this for you, he meowed. His mother smiled, her heart melting at the sight of her thoughtful little kitten. She picked him up and gave him a big hug. Thank you, Kitten. This is the best surprise ever. And so, despite the mess, Whisker's mother was overjoyed with the cake and the love behind it. They spent the rest of the evening cleaning up together, laughing and enjoying the special cake Kitten had made. Wow, the school is beautiful. Going to school is great, the kitten happily greeted his classmates on the first day. However, his friends made fun of him because he was poor. The kitten's father worked hard, picking up litter to make money, but he still tried to send his kitten to school. One day, Dad Cat came up with a plan to buy lottery tickets, hoping to become rich. Oh my God, can you believe it? I won the top prize in the lottery! Dad Cat exclaimed. He received a lot of money, but the kitten was still bullied at school. It turned out that the $1 million car Dad Cat had just bought was waiting outside to pick up the kitten.
Oh, wow!
The kitten was even more surprised and happy when his father gave him a giant mansion. Waiting for the mother cat and kitten to go to sleep, the cunning gray cat started breaking into the house. The gray cat accidentally broke a glass of water, causing the mother cat to wake up and discover the intruder. Oh my God, the evil gray cat has harmed the mother cat. Since then, the kitten has tried to fulfill his dream of becoming a police officer to catch the evil gray cat. Years later, the kitten has grown up and become a good police officer. However, the evil gray cat still hasn't changed and continues to rob others. Gray cat, stop now. How dare you rob again? Okay, I surrender, said the gray cat. The police cat remembered that the gray cat was the one who harmed his mother. It's time to face the consequences, Gray Cat.